Nothing like that piece of music to bring us into the space together. Well, welcome everybody. Um, really nice to see everyone. We are in Embodiments of Love. And Charles, I think this is your first time at this meeting, but we've seen you in other meetings, so you know how all of this goes, and you're completely beautifully aligned with all of us, which is lovely. So thank you for being here. Do you have the book, Charles?
Yes, I do.
Wonderful. All right. So we are in Frank facilitated last week, and we ended up on page 63. And for those of you on Kindle, we are in chapter number 10, Pioneers of the New Humanity, and we're in section 2, A Single Identity. And the first words of the paragraph we're going to start with is, I assure you, being of light. And before we start reading that, I just wanted to come back to the titles of these sections, because they're actually very meaningful. Like I really feel the intentionality of the chapter headings and the sub-chapter headings for all of these chapters so far. And this one is Pioneers of the New Humanity. And the section we're in is called A Single Identity. And just hold that in your mind and in your heart as we're reading this section, because it all comes together so beautifully. This idea of pioneers of a new humanity, that's who we are, and this single identity and what that really is for each of us. It's beautiful. So let's begin. And Cindy, you have the book, right? Yes. Would you like to start? But you just need to come off mute, love. There you go.
Okay, thanks. Thanks.
Good to see
Hi,
you.
everybody.
Good to hear you.
Okay, thank you. I assure you, being of light, that all creation shares with you, with me, and with everyone the same deep desire, the same driving force that sustains life. Truly, truly, I tell you, there is no aspiration in the human soul and in every spirit other than that of being. Beloveds, how could I not give you this heavenly message? I know that after having reached the point of answering the question of who you are, and having recognized love as your true and only shared identity, your holy humanity will seek to manifest itself. Remember, being and expression are a unit. It would make no sense for so many truths to be revealed to you, only to finally leave you thirsty for being. As a holy soul, you are a pioneer of the new humanity, the sweet precursor of my second coming. This is why you are present in this dimension where time, space, and matter reign. A temporal world which has been absorbed by my divinity and thereby reunited with eternal life. Demonstrating that love again walks the paths of the world is your function. Shining the light of holy love wherever you are is your will and mine, both on earth and in heaven. Shall we keep going? A bit more?
Yeah, just go down to the italics. That would be lovely.
Right. What else could love want to be but love? How else could it manifest itself but by extending its beauty? My daughters and sons, I ask you, with all the softness and kindness of my heart, in union with the heart of Jesus, the beloved partner of my divinity, to remember this often. Wherever you go, love goes in you.
Beautiful, Cindy.
Ah,
Thank you so much.
beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear it one more time. And Thomas, would you read for us? Thank you.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Is it okay to go up one sentence?
Absolutely. Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
So it starts off. What we will now do is fulfill the deepest desire of our hearts to be what we truly are. I assure you, being of light, that all creation shares with you, with me, and with everyone the same deep desire, the same driving force that sustains life. Truly, truly, I tell you, there is no aspiration in the human soul and in every spirit other than that of being. Beloveds, how could I not give you this heavenly message? I know that after having reached the point of answering the question of who you are and having recognized love as your true and only shared identity, your holy humanity will seek to manifest itself. Remember, being and expression are a unit. It would make no sense for so many truths to be revealed to you only to finally leave you thirsty for being. As a holy soul, you are a pioneer of the new humanity, the sweet precursor of my second coming. This is why you are present in this dimension where time, space, and matter reign, a temporal world which has been absorbed by my divinity and thereby reunited with eternal life. Demonstrating that love again walks the paths of the world is your function. Shining the light of holy love wherever you are is your will and mine, both on heaven and both on earth and in heaven. What else could love want to be but love? How else could it manifest itself but by extending its beauty? My daughters and sons, I ask you with all the softness and kindness of my heart, in union with the heart of Jesus, the beloved partner of my divinity, to remember this often. Wherever you go, love goes in you. Thank you.
Wow. We're
Love that
four.
it's in me, right? Not with me or next to me or out there somewhere. Pretty clear that it was put that way on purpose. Love goes in me. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything in any of this book that is not without purpose. You're
Yeah,
exactly right, Thomas.
yeah.
It's very precise.
Mhm.
Divine communication. Wow, there was so much in those paragraphs. I definitely want to pause here and take a moment. just want to go back to the second paragraph. It says, I know that after having reached the point of answering the question of who you are, and having recognized love as your true and only shared identity, love as your true and only shared identity, your holy humanity will seek to manifest itself. When I was hearing that, I was thinking of it's like a garden, right? Where there's so many things in our garden. We slowly weed out or take out what's not truly us. And then it allows the space for this holy humanity of who we truly are to feel like it has the safe space to manifest itself. And it's really that process of removing what's not who we are and allowing space for our holy humanity to manifest. And it's each of our expressions are so individual, but we have one single identity and we share it, and that is love. Our expressions, as we know, are very, very different. Every single person here's expression of love is very different and beautiful, but is one single identity. So there really is no need for an identity crisis because there is only one identity. So it's pretty straightforward when we understand that. Frank.
Yeah, bear with me because I'm just having a recent experience that I don't need to go into the details on so much as recognize the process. Uh, I think it's pretty safe to say that most everybody has a repeating pattern of issues that show up with family members at times. And part of the frustration is that is they don't share the same knowledge base, the same desire. Uh, but and I had an exchange with one of them a couple of days ago that in the past would have kind of consumed me, but it just kept coming back into my mind. And I allowed that actually. But what I did was I took that and held the image, the memory of it, if you will, in mind, and I settled into stillness with a desire to just join with who I am, and which is love. And it's also who they are. So there may never come an opportunity to have that desired back and forth with a loved family member. May never happen externally, but it is happening. It is happening. And I got to tell you, still doing it because every time it comes up, I just see it as an opportunity to practice this process. But I went to bed that night and I don't think I had one wink of loss of sleep. So the victory was over joining with that part of me in wholeness and finding a way to let go of the story completely. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Yes, more and more we see that our transmissions and our communications, it's just not just words anymore. It's so much more energy and how that transforms. Just as words transform, energy transforms. So when you're in that coherence in that state, it changes everything. It's beautiful. Thank you, Frank. Charles.
Yes, thank you, Frank. Uh, I really felt the resolve within of what you shared. For myself, I like using the word deep abiding presence, deep abiding love, deep abiding peace, knowing that underlies all relationships is an abiding, ever abiding presence of love. And when I have issues with anyone or anything, it's only because I am more concerned about the relationship than I am about the expression of what being expressed in the relationship. It's more issues about subjects rather than the actual presence of being. And so when I hold myself and bask myself in the presence and hold the other person, whomever they may be, whom I feel I have issues with, I see that the same love, the same presence, the same abiding peace is shared at a very deeper level. And I need to sink into that, get down into that peace. Because when I'm in the shallowness of the waves and all the activity of the mind, I can get very easily distracted by all the thoughts that are running through my mind. And going deep into a presence of breathing, relaxing all the bodies, feeling all the energies of the presence that rise up from within, both me and whomever I have any issues with, because we both share that same divine presence, that ever deep abiding place in each of us. And when I'm up in the surface area, I don't really think about the deep that much. And so this really helps me to realize humanity is in its fullest when we can truly sink into the truth of who we truly are, shared as one. The shared same source, the shared, it's something deeper than the surface. And so this is what this reading's reminded me of, is don't take things on the shallow surface area. Relax, go deep, bask in it, and invite whatever issues arise, and realize that below all that, there's beauty that, would express itself in beautiful ways. All of a sudden, all the mistakes become creative ways of expressing oneself. You see a crack, you make a picture out of it. You start becoming creative in a way expressing. That's how I feel right now inside me. We're all artists looking for ways to express ourselves through all our flaws. And if we can express the beauty in the flaw, oh, what a great artist can we be for each other, regardless of the issue we hold for each other. I'm so thankful for this reading and for reminding me of something more beautiful than just the surface area of our relationship. I'm complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles. It's beautiful. We all felt that. Ruben.
Thanks, Charles. And what you share, Iona, my God, it was so beautiful. And I mean, the last words, these italic words, wherever you go, and I like to say, Ruben, wherever you go, love goes in you. Oh my God. And I accept it and I embrace it. Because the next words, allow these words to embrace you in the peace of truth and fill your heart with joy. And I do it. I do it because, I mean, it feels so good. And it feels so good, I wanted to share to everybody. So, and everything starts with me and everything ends with me. And that's what I tell my thoughts. And of course, it doesn't end there. My thoughts tell my organs, my cells in this body. Can you imagine my organ? I'm talking to my thoughts. My thoughts are talking to my organs. My organs cells. My cells are able to listen. I talk to myself. Hey, I assure you, cell, being of light, liver, muscle, whatever you think you are, that all creation shares with me, and with everyone. The same deep desire, the same driving force that sustains life. Truly, truly, I tell you, there is no aspiration in the human soul and in every spirit other than that of being. And we don't have to go too far. Do you see the moon? I was introduced to the moon this past month. Always in harmony with the sun. See these two guys, these two beautiful brothers and sisters, showing us the way, always giving, 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 giving what they receive. And that's what I need to do, just give and give and give what I receive. And what I receive is love, the truth. That's what I give. And that's what I'm asking you to do. And I don't have to tell them, they can feel it. It is a vibration, vibration, I don't know, it's a dimension around every cell, every organ. Like the moon has his own thing, like the sun has his own thing. Well, Ruben is no longer alone. He has his own thing too. And I'm like, that emptiness or that force is love. For me, is my real identity. And I cannot discard the representation of that identity. There's too many. I mean, everything what we see and touch is a representation of that. And I was reading this morning, Course on Miracles, and it really impacted me, the first miracle or the second miracle. And it really got me, like I'm saying, I'm starting to see very clear and feeling it. I am a miracle. And I didn't know that. I discovered this man. I am a miracle. And those 53 or 50 miracles, the Course in Miracles talk about, they're talking about me. And it makes a lot of sense when I start reading 1, 2, 3. God, it's for a miracle, Ruben. So now I can say miracles are thoughts. And that's what I share with the liver. Hey, liver, you are a miracle. That's what I share with my bones, with my neighbor. You are a miracle. In God's hands. I mean, we are whole and perfect. We don't have to do nothing. We belong to God. I'm like, wow. And my head is like, I know it's just pure energy. It's new stuff. And I'm learning to discover myself in the energy level. So thank you. I'm complete.
Thank you, Ruben. Risha.
Thank you. I trust I sound okay. I changed my mic. Okay, good. All right. Ruben picked up on that paragraph, that the same one that I was looking at, and there's something that happened a long time ago in my experience. I think I was around 19, I think, somewhere, maybe, yeah, around 18, 19. And all of a sudden, I was at a finishing school, of all things. You teach modeling and they teach office. This is back in, oh my God, a long time ago. Back in, like, I don't know, end of the 60s. And this idea came to me that we're all in the same boat. That was the idea. We're all in the same boat. And it totally blew me away. That simple sentence, we're all in the same boat. It was unifying. That's what it was. I saw everyone. See, this paragraph, I assure you, being of light, that all creation shares with you, with me, and with everyone the same deep desire. And so I knew we all had the same desire expressed in all kinds of different ways. And it was so unifying that the whole separation just dropped. And I was filled with energy, like Ruben's talking about energy. I just, it was a loving energy. And it was like, and I was overflowing. I think people thought I was nuts. I think they thought I was on drugs. And I was on the drug of love. So I had that experience, and that's what this reminded me of. And also, uh, I just watched I'm still watching it, a near-death experience, and something told me this is watch this. It's very, very powerful. And the woman was a nurse, but in her near-death experience, she experienced, of course, the oneness, but in her life review, she saw the connection, the connectedness of everyone and everything she thought. And you know how in the Course says you have no neutral thoughts. Everything you think. She said, even if you're driving in a car and there's somebody on the road and you judge them, it has an effect. Minds are joined. There are no private thoughts. That's a little scary to the ego, but it's like, okay. So I remember one time I stopped suddenly, and the guy in back of me was not happy. And so I instantly went like this into my, so he could see my hands. And I was asking him for forgiveness. And he went like, it was so sweet. And it was like a spontaneous, and I said, hey, I'm improving. I come from forgiveness faster these days, right? I don't know if you've experienced that. It's all speeding up too. Our embrace of our humanity and our oneness is speeding. I feel it's speeding up. I came across celestial speed up in my I create these lessons and I send them out Sims does, Course in Miracles Society, and we send them out around the world. And it has the celestial speed up in there. I think it's for tomorrow. Anyway, that's my share. We're all in this boat together. It's self, like that we were talking about, one self that we share with one another and with our source. And I'm basking in that sense of unity and communion. And that's why I'm here. And I love you. I'm complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Rija, for your beautiful expression. Beautiful. Thank you. Suzanne.
Yeah, thank you all for the sharings. I love that image, Rija, basking. It's such a beautiful one to describe what we're doing now here. Just taking in the rays of sun. Basking. The thing that I wanted to share relates more to nature, and I'm really interested in regenerating land and rewilding. And there's lots of things written about it, lots of techniques and approaches and stages, and there's, as you can imagine, in our world there's a whole field of information and theory. But then I read a chapter this week in a book about the earth, about John Muir, and you'll know John Muir better than me, most probably. He led to the founding of the national parks, and it just seemed like a love that he had, and that made me realise that people who get involved in regeneration or rewilding, it's just that they love the land. So it's love that's the active agent in doing that. So that felt like it fitted into this, what we've just been reading. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne. Yeah. When we come from a place of love, it's so different from a place of, oh, we should do this, or the data tells us this, or the analysis tells us this. When the energy, the source energy is love, you can feel it. And whatever is being done, let's say, being created, being rewilded, whatever it is, knows it, like we were talking about. Every cell knows that it's coming from love. And that makes a difference. And those subtleties that we see now, that's like, if we're coming from this place, like it says here, demonstrating that love again walks the path of the world is your function, you know, shining the light of holy love wherever you are is your will and mine, both on heaven, earth and heaven. It's funny, it's the other way around, earth and heaven than my mind thinks it should be. So there you have it. And that makes all the difference, because when we're infusing everything with love, whether we're making a cup of coffee or whatever we're doing, it completely transmutes everything. And that's, what was it Regia called it? That's the medicine. It's the drug. It's the medicine that heals.
Yeah.
Proven.
And one of the best examples that I have this morning on Facebook, I saw that these monks walking in the snow, and I'm like, this. I saw their faces always in peace, and I saw people getting close to them, bringing flowers, I don't know, all kind of stuff. And the monks grab the flowers, not a whole thing, but one, two, three. They grab a bunch, and they see a person without flowers, and they extend the flowers to them. And I'm like, wow, those flowers are being blessed by the monks and the person that received them. They're receiving all this love. I mean, if I was there, I'm sure I put those flowers in something, in a little box, and God, but it's just the energy, seeing them. And I saw them because they're stopping, I believe, and if they have temples on this walk. And I noticed they stopped in one, and the share they were doing. You come here to see us, trying to see something, I don't know, like, please do not come, because just if you try to find peace in us, don't. To go within. He's telling go within. That's where the past is. Do not let the outside absorb your attention. Go within. That's the message. And I'm like, wow, thank you. Thank you. I'm complete.
Thank you, Ruben. Let's read a little bit more. Hub, would you read for us? Could you start from what else could love want to be but love through to the end? Thank you.
What else could love want? What else could love want to be but love? How else could it manifest itself but by extending its beauty? My daughters and sons, I ask you with all the softness and kindness of my heart, in union with the heart of Jesus, the beloved partner of my divinity, to remember this often, wherever you go, love goes in you. Allow these words to embrace you in the peace of truth and fill your heart with joy. Let them fall like dewdrops from the sky of our union. Listen to your beloved angel whisper them in your heart. Embrace them. Make them yours, because they are. How who you are will be seen and heard by those seeking the truth and the love that has never been absent. Blessed are you who let my voice reach you. Rest in peace.
Thank you. Let's hear that one more time. It's a beautiful. Bonnie, would you read that for us?
Thank you. What else could love want to be but love? How else could it manifest itself but by extending its beauty? My daughters and sons, I ask you, with all the softness and kindness of my heart, in union with the heart of Jesus, the beloved partner of my divinity, to remember this often, wherever you go, love goes in you. Wherever you go, love goes in you. Allow these words to embrace you in the peace of truth and fill your heart with joy. Let them fall like dewdrops from the sky of our union. Listen to our beloved angel whisper them in our heart. Embrace them. Make them ours because they are. Do this and we will see how who we are will be seen and heard by those seeking the truth and the love that has never been absent. Blessed are we who let my voice reach us. Rest in my peace. Amen.
Such a gift to hear each other say these words. Thank you, everyone. Have
Yes, I was feeling this idea that we are magnetically attracted to the truth. And so love is the magnetic field that attracts us to the source. And that's why, in a sense, we don't need to do much, but we just need to allow that attraction to pull us. Yeah. Thank you.
It is it's a beautiful feminine principle, right? Magneticism is like drawing. So it's not having to do, but just the energy field attracts, it pulls in, we magnetize to us when we're in that state of love. There is nothing that needs to be done because it's just going to come. It just flows towards us. And it's a very feminine principle, that receiving. Then we receive what we magnetize, right? So it's one thing to bring it towards us and then to actually open ourselves up and allow it to flow in and be fully received. And it's yeah, very powerful. Frank.
Oh, Ione, I think you and Hub might remember this. To feel the attraction, the magnetic attraction of love, and to feel the repelling of separation. So, in order for me to be able to get this experience by to people who many didn't have any interest in spirituality or those kinds of things, I was in a friend of mine's rock and bead shop, and she had all these magnets. And I got these little stone magnets, and I would have them, one person hold the magnet, another person hold a magnet, and I'd make it turn until there was reverse polarity. And it'd be like you guys are having, some difficulties with each other, and you can experience the lack of reception there. And I'd have them try to put those two little stones together. And the crowd or the group would be laughing because they were dancing all over the place trying to put that reverse magnet back together. And I would have one of them just loosen their grip a little bit. And those two magnets came together. So feeling that resistance is a gift. Allowing it to be reversed into the unity. And we can learn to feel in and stay in that energy too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. And there is a lot of energy when those two are, say, repelling. There's a lot right in there. And it's actually beautiful as well. So thank you for bringing that, Frank. Charles.
Thank you. Um, it come to me more of a, when we're basking in that love, we're more in a metaphorical stage where the dissolving of the self into the self through basking in the presence of that which is the self. And the finite self starts to emanate that which is growing from within it. And as we morph into it in a morphous stage, the basking, it just sort of over the period of time, it morphs more and more as we stay more and more present, basking in that presence. And then just things start to change in our lives. Circumstances start to change. We didn't do anything except bask in love. But the metamorphosis changes us to where people's perceptions no longer see us as the old self. They see something that is different. There's a lightheartedness. There's a countenance more of a lighter countenance. They recognize something about themselves they've never seen before. It's sort of transformative, but it's not because of anything we do. It's only because our willingness to bask in that moment, to bask in that love. And the universe will bring those to us that will benefit and help us to grow in that, because they are our mirrors showing us the love that we're basking into by, you know, by mirroring back to us that beauty and that love and a shared way of being. Anyways, thank you. I thought I'd share that. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Charles. I think we're there's a little bird trying to get into our room. It keeps hanging on the glass, so I must feel the energy in here of all of you and us. It's very sweet, but I think he'll be okay. Well, thank you everyone for sharing everything today. I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes. I know we just have a couple of minutes at the end here, but there is so much energy and love that we have created together on this Zoom call, and just spending a moment to just meditate on that and taking the opportunity to extend that. So I'm just going to invite everyone for a small meditation, and just really coming into yourself and just feeling in your body where you're feeling the energy of love that I'm pretty sure all of us are feeling right now. And just seeing where it's actually showing up in your body. And really feeling into that love, the sensation that creates, the energy that creates within your body, and just allowing that energy to flow through different parts of your body. Just a gentle flow of love energy. And continuing to feel that energy emanating. It's the word we just heard. The love, that energy, love energy emanating out from your body, pulsating out into the room. Just this light energy pulsating out into the room where you are, pulsating out into the place that you are, into the town or the city that you are, just feeling that same energy just extending out and spreading, because we know that has an effect, and it is our purpose. Let's just sit with that pulsation of that pure love energy for a moment in some silence. just want to say thank you to all of you for being here, for showing up, for sharing, for extending, for emanating, for basking, for all that we are together. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we will go forth as beings of light and love. Hey, Mary, good to see you. Bye, everyone. Have a good Sunday. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Bye.